Hey YouTube, how we doing today? Just gonna do a little update on the bug. Hadn't really well. I say I haven't accomplished a whole lot. I guess actually I have. Got the transmission, the transaxle, and the engine out of it. Oh, you go. Just got to get her cleaned up now. Get everything all cleaned up. All the TM's got to come off of the engine again so I can repaint it. Hadn't done much more on the interior or anything. Did replace the shifter bushing, and that was kind of a pain in the keister since I've never done one, especially on Super Beetle. I'm gonna go into a little more depth in a minute. Just have to switch the direction of my camera. Haven't started using my other camera yet. Still trying to figure all that out. But yeah, got the transaxle and the transaxle. Brain does not work today. Not enough sleep. But transaxle engine's out. TN's got to come off, so I got to repaint it because I used a lacquer base paint and it's just not holding up that well. Not like I thought it would. Transmission. Crap. You can tell when I'm used to working on Chevys. Yeah. Transaxle. Probably going to put some new seals, especially on the outputs on for the drive axles. Probably clean up the end here, refresh everything as far as the seals go here, and I'm gonna have to take and service both axles. Neither one of them been serviced in a while. I'm gonna have to take them apart and clean them up and really look at them and see if they're gonna be where I can save them, which I believe they are. Didn't ever make any clicking noise, and I had got on this thing pretty hard a couple of good times. Get her up to about 1500 to 2000 RPM and dump the clutch and get a little bit of wheel hot, but didn't break them. But yeah, let me switch views on the camera here, and I'll cover some other stuff here. Alright, we're back again. Got the camera angle changed. I do want to give a big shout out to Vintage Beetles and Memories. Now check his YouTube channel out. Me and him are kind of talking about our Super Beetles. He has a 73, I think he said it was, and mine's a 71. Which the biggest difference in those is going to be the dash and the front glass. I still have the flat glass. I think 71 and 2 had the flat glass. 73 went to the, and after went to the bubble. I did change the shifter bushing. The empty shifter was already in here. My son had put that in. Do have the polyurethane link hookup there, but I'm thinking about sticking the old shifter back in, cleaning it up, making it look, oops, sorry about that, cleaning it up, making it look pretty. Because I did order this little short shift kit because I wasn't sure if it would work with the empty shifter, and it don't, which I should have known. But there's the engine again, and that is my setup for my fuel pressure regulator. And I tell you folks, if you're having problems with fueling issues, overfueling, like it's almost like it seems like it's starving or cutting, or starving for gas, but actually it's flooding. It's just pushing past this valve right here. But yeah, you don't have to put it on the doghouse. That was just convenient for me, and I'm probably going to change all that when I put it back in. But these are all my mounts here, and they actually look pretty good. None of them were tore in two, which I'm gonna go ahead and change them. But you can tell I've had some leaking around there, and just the grease got old there. I'm gonna change the fluids in the transaxle and see what can be serviced here. This may just end up being taken off and cleaned, and just silicone put in. May look at servicing the seal there, but I think the majority of that's was the rear main leaking on the Volkswagen, which I had changed it when I had painted it the first time. But yeah, I have to clean all this up real good. I'm gonna drop it down off the jack stands and pressure wash it. But what I really want to get to is the gentleman at Vintage Beetles and Memories. Me and him were talking. Super Beetles are a different breed because of when they redone the front end. They laid the spare tire down, and you had the access holes that were like, all the way through. Well, on the Super Beetles, now forgive my mess in the shop, you have to remove this from the bulkhead, which I'm trying to get it cleaned up so I can repaint it. You have these two bolts here, these two, so eight bolts total. So you can get in here and access shifter tube, the shift shaft tube, which is right there. So yeah, there we go. It focused into the far back. But yeah, that's how you get the shifter shaft out of the shift shaft rod, or shift rod, out. And I think it's going to be a challenge trying to put it back up in there. But the bottom side looks pretty good. Oh, sorry guys and ladies. But yeah, that's what I've got done so far. Today I'm probably going to get out and clean up in the wheel wells. I'm going to try to get it pressure washed today. And this is where the emission canister was at that I didn't need anymore because it had more or less been taken loose. And it was one of the tubes that feed the emission. And I'm gonna have to readjust my brakes again, I think. I don't think I need any wheel bearings. Yeah, it's just brake drag there. Yeah, that's just going to be brake drag. Need to adjust the shoes just a little bit, but trying to dig the foam out. A little bit out of that side. Here's the other side. I guess there's pros and cons to that. This is for my tack wire if I ever get my tack hooked up. I've got to order the new piece that goes across here. Got to clean up my wiring back here. Probably going to end up pulling the trunk lid brackets off so I can get them painted good. But yeah, I think I covered, I posted some of the tar board issues on Instagram. That's my tar board, and that's only about 2 years old. And I didn't get to drive the little Volkswagen hardly any at all. It just kind of set up, and I don't know. I mean, if I can get some people comment on it, I mean, do I need to really put that back on? I'm sure it deadens the sound, and I'm not sure about how much heat it deadens, because You know, I've got some insulation there already. And I may look into getting the lizard skin spray-in kind, but the kit to do that is like $200, but I'm sure I'd probably have enough to do all of the back here and then spray in all in here too, so I could remove all this other sound deadening material in here. But yeah, I still got quite a bit to clean up and get everything repainted. I gotta clean the dash, get the doors off, sand, and sand some more. Get it all taken care of. But yeah, too bad this had to mess up on me. Yeah, there's something else I was noticing with my little beetle. This is actually drilled and tapped for shoulder harnesses, and I'm thinking these three little holes here are for the pop out windows, I think, because I've got these extra holes here, and that's for the shoulder harness up front, and got the headliner out and everything. Just gotta get all that cleaned up and decide what kind of material I'm gonna put inside of it as far as the sound deadening. Get all this cleaned up. But yeah, that's the extent of the damage I've done. But yeah, just check the vintage Beetles and memories out, and it's pretty cool. Like I said, he's working on one. He's kind of just a DIY guy like me, and you know, we've kind of chit-chatted back and forth on our bugs, you know. But you know, I'm learning as I go. You know, I hope maybe some of my stupidity will help somebody out there, and y'all have a good day. God bless. Roll Tide and peace.